When will the Bitcoin ETF be approved and what will be its impact? You may have found yourself pondering this question more than once. You see, a Bitcoin ETF, or exchange-traded fund, is a game-changing financial product that allows investors to buy shares of a fund tracking the value of Bitcoin rather than buying Bitcoin itself. The significance: it opens doors to a wider pool of investors, yet its approval has been a hotbed of anticipation and speculation. But to understand its impact, we first need to understand the approval process. The approval process of Bitcoin ETF is quite intricate and involves several entities. At the heart of this process is the Securities and Exchange Commission, known as the SEC, a government agency responsible for protecting investors, maintaining fair and orderly functioning of the securities markets, and facilitating capital formation. The journey to Bitcoin ETF approval begins with the filing of a registration statement. This comprehensive document details the specifics of the ETF and must be meticulously prepared to meet SEC's stringent requirements. Following the filing, the SEC conducts an in-depth review which can take several months. During this period, the SEC may ask questions, request clarifications, or even suggest amendments. Multiple entities are currently navigating this rigorous process. These include well-known financial institutions and new-age fintech companies, all keen to tap into the potential of Bitcoin ETFs. However, the road to approval is far from smooth. The process is long and arduous, and many are still waiting for their applications to be approved. Waiting for approval is a game of patience and persistence. In this high-stakes game, several players are eagerly anticipating their turn. Among them, we see major names like Fidelity Investments and VanEck, who have submitted their Bitcoin ETF applications to the SEC, the US Securities and Exchange Commission. However, the path to approval is not a straightforward one. Instead of outright rejection, some entities have been met with a barrage of questions from the SEC. This is a promising sign, indicating that their applications are under serious consideration. For instance, WisdomTree's application has been subject to such scrutiny, a clear indication that the SEC is not merely dismissing their bid, but rather taking time to understand and evaluate their proposal. It's a tense wait, as the approval could mean a significant shift in the financial landscape. But as they say, the sweetest fruits come to those who wait, and in this case the fruit could be a golden one, So what happens when the Bitcoin ETF gets the green light? Well, to get a glimpse of the possible future, let's look back at a similar event. When gold's ETF was approved, we witnessed a significant increase in its price. This was primarily due to the ease of investment that ETFs provide, opening the doors to a larger pool of investors who were previously hesitant or unable to invest in gold directly. Now, if we project this onto Bitcoin, the potential impact becomes quite evident. Now let's add some perspective to these projections. Renowned investor Mark Yusko estimates that a staggering $300 billion is on standby, ready to rush into buying Bitcoin ETF shares the moment they're available. This isn't just a massive injection of capital into the ETF shares, but these ETFs will hold spot Bitcoin, meaning this is $300 billion waiting to pour directly into Bitcoin. So what does this mean for Bitcoin's price? Well, it's a simple matter of supply and demand. With a limited supply of Bitcoin and an influx of $300 billion, we can expect a considerable price increase. Remember, Bitcoin, unlike traditional currencies, has a capped supply. This scarcity, combined with increased demand, could very well trigger a price surge. This influx of investment could cause a tremendous surge in Bitcoin's price. A $300 billion investment rushing into Bitcoin is a staggering thought. To grasp the potential impact, let's dive into some calculations. If this colossal sum were to pour into Bitcoin, we'd see a dramatic surge in its price. This could potentially catapult the cryptocurrency's value into unprecedented heights. However, such an influx also carries risks. The market could become unstable, leading to extreme volatility and potential crashes. Likewise, the rewards could be astronomical. Early investors could see their assets multiply, creating a new generation of Bitcoin millionaires or even billionaires. It's a high-risk, high-reward scenario that has the potential to reshape the financial landscape. Drawing parallels with the gold ETF approval, we could anticipate a similar ripple effect. The approval bolstered gold's price significantly, and a similar trajectory for Bitcoin could be on the horizon. So as we wait for the approval of the Bitcoin ETF, one thing is certain: its impact will be monumental.